For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world.
This is the main event.
Dildo Corn is alive.
And kicking. Come on over here, I'll headbutt your ass a couple times. You know what I'm saying?
What was that?
What just happened?
It just froze. The video froze. Sorry about that, guys. We're live though.
I got lectured on how to do it right, and then it just totally shit the bed.
10-minute story. He's giving Sam an ear beating of a lifetime.
Yeah, you're an air beating. Guys, welcome to Punch Drunk Sports, where winners win. Look at these guys winning tonight. Everyone's winning, but Johnny. Johnny lost big time.
If I'm honest, he was winning. He was
winning,
gave you a
and
long
then he
speech,
lost.
Gave you a nice long speech about how to fix it. He
Called
figured
me
it
a
out.
Boomer. Oh, hey, Boomer.
I didn't call you a boomer. I said you.
Boomer doesn't
I
know how to
offered
run
you some
StreamYard.
advice on how to professionalize the
And
operation.
then you had your chance to shine and look good
You
in
did.
front of everybody.
I
Not
did.
good.
Chance to shine. Sam got a sucker in his mouth. So if you're not watching us live and if you're not watching us on YouTube, you're going to get some awesome sound effects. Sam, let's do some Foley arts and you make some sucker noises and we'll guess what that is. Okay, let's see what it is. Okay, Sam, pretend this is an old-timey cartoon. You're Foley artist. Okay, you got your sucker. And now let's hear some sound effects.
You guys want to meet a Canadian lesbian? Come here real quick. Say hi.
Again?
Yes. Say hi real
It'd be
quick.
great if it was my mother.
Canadian lesbian.
Oh,
Hi, thank you. There you go. Yeah.
now,
So
the
this
fact
show's
is-
about 12 years old. You're the second woman on the show ever. Congratulations.
Yep. that's
First
right. The first
Canadian.
one was
We had
co-host.
Garnett on. We
He's
tried to
basically
burn
a
that
Canadian
episode.
woman. He's pretty much
We
a
tried to-
Canadian woman. Now, Sam, let me ask you this: you're in Arizona, and
Yeah.
I'm assuming that she's doing a show with you, or she was who?
She is friends with the gentleman that is featuring for me at the club.
Mhm. $1,000
So
bucks.
they put you in a condo, right?
I've been
And you
there.
know, usually the feature doesn't get a place. So like if I have an extra room at where I'm staying, I'll let them stay there because it's expensive. Like so he stayed there and he's like, I have a friend coming. She's gonna shoot your stuff. I'm like, yeah, let her come. More the merrier, dude.
She was just like
This place is like Noah Ark, dude. We got Canadians, lesbians,
She Googled
covering
you.
drug addicts, you name it. It's staying here.
Did she Google you? $1,000 says she Googled you and then told her friend, just tell him I'm a lesbian, please. I just tell him I'm a lesbian.
They think that you're not really a lesbian, that you Googled me, and that you think I'm a weirdo. So you told him to tell me that you're a lesbian.
Could have saved a lot of women a lot of trouble. That's
Dude,
right.
she gave me an uncomfortable smile, like, oh,
Yeah.
I've been found out.
Busted.
Busted.
Yep. Ask her who her favorite WNBA player is right now.
Who's your favorite WNBA player? Oh, she doesn't have an answer. Oh, okay.
Oh,
How
God.
many-
Good one, T.
How many,
Good one, T.
How many Lil affairs have you been to? How many?
how many softball leagues has she? What position does she?
How
play
many
in
softball leagues are you in? What's
What
your
position?
two? She's in two. She's in two. So she's
Lesbian.
back. She's lesbian.
100% lesbian. That's it. I can
Nice.
totally believe that.
Guys, if you're in Phoenix, Arizona, I'm at the House Comedy tonight, tomorrow night. Then next week, I'm in Louisville. Does anyone in Louisville like comedy? Buy a freaking ticket.
Dude, I
For the
was just
love of
down in
God.
Kentucky. I was just down in Louisville.
I
was
love
excited.
Kentucky.
Dude, I had an absolute blast. Shout out to everybody that came to the Country Boy Brewery. Super fun show. Thanks to Billy and thanks to
Connecticut
Michael.
is underrated.
Maybe Thibault just took all the money from all the people and they.
Oh, they're like, we already saw
not
Thibault.
showing
Why
up
do
for
we
you.
got to see
Yeah.
Show
Sam?
was packed. It was super fun. Shocking. Let me say this about this. Oh, and next Friday, Sammy Tripoli and I, Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Yeah, go up. Crush.
Come get some. 100%.
I heard that's the
be
best
there.
fort. I heard that's the best fort of all the forts. Fort Wayne.
Fort Wayne.
Indiana.
Yeah,
Better than Fort Worth.
better than Fort Leavenworth.
Fort Knox.
Interesting. Johnny's making statements starting Twitter beefs.
Fort stabbed
Dan,
me.
when's the last time you were
Fort
down in
stabbed me.
Kentucky? You're going to be in Louisville.
I did Louisville like less than a year ago, and I told Dana, it's like I can't go back to markets that quick. People are like, we see you, we're cool.
Fort
Louisville's
Lauderdale.
I was blown away. Now, first of all, I mean, you know that horses is everything down there.
Right.
But you see, I mean, these just the fences alone, 15 miles of the same fucking fence, a nice fence too. And you're like, that's just for. I go, what do these horses? I mean, I know what a cow does. You can fucking get milk from a cow. You can eat beef from a cow. But what the fuck does a horse does? Everybody said the same thing. Come, man.
What the fuck does a horse does?
They breed them. I go, it's all these horses
Oh,
everywhere.
you're telling me that's if you're not racing them, the only reason to have a horse is to breed them?
That's what everybody was telling me out there.
Well, people trail ride them and stuff too.
Yeah, I mean, have them as a pet and you fucking, but all that.
Yeah.
And I go, what an expensive, crazy
They're
thing.
very expensive. They're expensive.
But they're like, the
feed.
calm is super valuable. So here's what I did. I got one of the horse costumes, but I thought I took the back end, but I flipped it around backwards so my mouth was right there. I fucking sucked off a couple horses, and I'm thinking, I'm rich.
We're on YouTube, bro. We're done now. It's over. Good job.
Can get us
You
banned
can't
again.
talk about Mr. Hands on YouTube.
Mr. Hands.
He's Mr. Mouth,
Yeah.
not Mr. Hand.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't talk about that
Anyways.
on YouTube, dude.
I didn't know that. Well, then here's all I know. I'm still
We're done.
poor, but
It's
I made
over.
some
Show's
good horse
done.
bread.
It took 10 minutes into the second episode for us to just nuke the YouTube channel. Great.
You never know, dude. Who's listening to this? Horses? Sammy, where else are you going to be?
Who knows, dude? Just go Sam Tripoli.
Who knows?
Who knows? Shinobi. What do you guys want to get into? Looking like Matt Stafford's going to be going to
No,
Right. Raiders.
You sent. Yeah.
signed today with the Rams. Just today. I just wrote it down.
Oh,
2
did he?
years.
Did he
100
really?
2
That's
years.
so funny.
Oh
$100
my
million.
God, dude. Why did you just shit my birthday
You
cake?
can't talk about birthday cake poop.
That's so
Fine.
funny.
Yep,
you
you're
too.
totally right. He did.
I can't tell you how many people I saw reporting the Raiders thing and reporting that Stafford was definitely on the way out to so-called insiders. That's hilarious. I love it when everybody's wrong.
Well, this
about
time of year, there's so many bluffs. It's like,
Yeah.
reporting on
Oh
in
my
a poker
God,
game. You're
I'm
like, this guy
so-
seems like he has a bad hand. I'm just gonna go all in on that. You're like, it's called a bluff. This time of year, it's what they do.
I'm so devastated right now.
You better hope you
dude.
don't have a bad hand or the Lakers will just cancel the trade. Sons of
I'm
bitches.
so-
Still mad
yeah,
about
I'm
this.
So devastated right now.
And they
dude.
said that you guys are out on Bradford, and that you're also out 100% out on Aaron Rodgers. So it sounds like you're gonna 100% be drafting a guy, Sam.
I heard
Well-
they wanted Sam Bradford is who they wanted.
No, dude, I'm
Could
surprised
be.
we haven't tried
I mean,
that.
Darnold. Isn't it Darnold?
We're
Yes.
out on Darnold too.
Darnold and Aaron Rodgers. That's what I meant. Darnold.
Is
and
he
Aaron
going to
Rodgers.
free agency? Darnold? I thought he was still signed there. That's funny.
Oh
Well,
my
they're
God.
gonna move one of the two. Is what? No. I think he had a 1-year deal, and they're either gonna pony up cash
Didn't
for
know that.
him, but then they just drafted
I mean, it
him
makes sense,
from
yeah.
Michigan, so they're kind of in a very advantageous, spot because they're just taking phone calls and being like,
Sam
well,
Darnold
you-
is in an advantageous spot.
Dude, you love saying advantageous. That's your word. That's your buzzword. That's how you try to impress people.
is it
You just
really?
drop an advantageous
Do
in
I
the middle
say
of
that?
the
I don't think
sentence
so, a lot.
all the
How did
time.
he end
bro.
the year? He ended the year kind of weak, right? Like the last
Who?
couple games weren't great.
Who?
Darnold, Sam Bradford.
Yeah,
Darnold.
Donald. Yeah, he didn't have a.
But dude, you're gonna have a bad game, especially. I mean, he did excellent.
He was he was better than anybody could have imagined. I mean, enough to make me incredibly pissed off as a Panther fan to watch him. And
Oh, I bet you hate
Mayfield.
that. One might even say
I mean-
he played quite advantageously.
Dude, you got it. More points for you in those big words.
Sometimes you
So, dude, listen. I want. There's a couple guys in this draft that are like way more interesting than people want to admit. That Syracuse quarterback's pretty interesting, dude. He's a big guy, played at Ohio State, put up big numbers, then moved to Syracuse and put up big numbers there too. He's
Cord, right?
6'5".
Tom Cord. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm interested in him. If I can't get Cam, I don't know why. Sanders seems to be destined for us. I really want Ward. Everything they say about Ward, I like.
Yeah, he just looks like a guy, right? He looks like a guy when you see him move
looks
on
like
the
a
field
grown
and
man.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got a cannon. He's accurate. He's like somebody. I told this to Johnny the other day. Somebody, Colin Cowherd described it as Anthony Johnson with accuracy. I'm like, that sounds like the greatest quarterback of all time, by the way.
Anthony Richardson?
Anthony Richardson, yeah, with Anthony Johnson, the one black listener.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah. Oh, wow. That could work in the NFL, I guess. I don't know. I've never seen him run. So
I've never seen him. I mean, apparently he's not very accurate. That's all we know about him.
Where are they mocking the McCord? Have you seen that?
No, I haven't even seen it. So it's him and the guy from Louisville that they're talking about. That's going to be interesting too. You know,
here it says, this is a story from Syracuse.com, which is their local paper up there. In terms of range, I've heard feedback anywhere from the 3rd round to the 6th round, according to NFL scouts from McCord.
I'm not against it, dude.
You're not against him going in the NFL draft? What? Why would you be against that? Crushing this kid's
No,
dream?
like if we got him, dude. If they went, I mean,
they're going to go earlier than that. They're not going to take they're going to take a guy with their pick, right? Their first pick, aren't they?
Well, I just pray they don't get the running back from Boise State.
Janty, yeah, dude, you just. It's a bad idea to take running backs in the 1st round.
Well, it's that when
he's probably worth it. There's probably
I'm sorry, dude. When I watch, and maybe I watch him in the playoff game, he seemed to be overwhelmed. It could be that his line got crushed and he was getting hit in the backfield. That's definitely possible.
But you need a quarterback. You don't take a running back when you need a quarterback. That's way down the line.
100%.
I don't think you got to worry about that.
Everybody's saying Sanders isn't that athletic, which is how unathletic it must the mom be that she ruined that athleticism, dude. What did Deion Sanders get a
what's his 40 time
couch pregnant? Like, what are you doing? How do you not have speed when your dad
had no offensive line his entire college career? All he's been doing is running for his life and being creative with his feet. He's very athletic and he's smart.
Deion ran
nobody has him ranked that well though, T. You're the only one giving him that. Like they would say any other draft he'd be way lower, if not a 2nd round. I mean, I'm not against it.
I don't love
him. I don't love him.
We'll
I
see.
don't know why he just has weird vibes.
I'm a Sanders guy. I know a lot of people. He's a very I don't know what you want to say. It's a hot button for people.
He's estimated to run a 4.65,
or they hate him. What's that?
He's estimated to run a 4.65. We'll see. I could see him being a little faster than that, a tick or two, but
still, you don't want him running.
No, but he's probably gonna do like a pro day or something, right? Like, and do all the like. What if he doesn't run there? Is he not gonna run at all?
He's throwing to Hunter on their pro days.
Yeah, see, that's the concern for me about him is that he's had everything as comfortable as it could be up to this point.
So did fucking Joe Burrow.
No, that's true. Yeah, but imagine
had Jamar Chase, and then they drafted Jamar Chase.
But I'm talking about this. I'm talking about the situation with his dad. His dad. It's like his dad just made sure that
he's a nepo baby.
No, well, you know what I mean, though. It's just been cushy for him. He's never had to fight for a job because he knew his daddy was going to make him the starter, whatever happened. That kind of mental. We'll see. I don't know. I could be talking out of left field here, but.
That's my point, though. People have some sort of, I don't want to say weird problem with them, but they're not even that they root against him. I don't know what
he's looked bad, though. He's had some stinkers here and there, like where you're just like, is this guy for real?
Yeah, agreed.
I bet you, dude, what happened with Stafford is his wife didn't want to leave LA. She's like, I like it here.
Dude, if I have 2 years left on my career, I've had a great career, won a Super Bowl, and now it's just I'm making $50 million for 1 year and 2 years, and then I'm making a quick $100 million cash out. Maybe we make one more run at it. You don't want to pack up and move to friggin' who knows where.
Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas is nice.
I mean, maybe Vegas, but still, I'm saying if you are a pro at that level and you live in LA. If you're LeBron, you don't want to pack up and be like, oh, yeah, let me go play 2 more years in Milwaukee. No, man, I'm here with my kids. I'm in LA. The weather's nice. I'm about to retire. You don't want to.
Are they going to be okay? How are they going to be, the Rams? Have you guys keep up with them? I hate the Rams.
I mean, they were better last year.
Mind the Rams.
I didn't think they were going to win, but make the playoffs last year, and they just kept on friggin' winning. And they were
remember they started he started slow and
Cooper
looked
Kupp's
bad.
gone. Cooper Kupp.
He was
he's
kind of weird.
Gone.
He kind of fell off though, didn't he?
But they got a
How
good running
about
back.
this? Los Angeles Rams and offensive tackle Alaric, Alaric. I butchered that. Jackson.
Okay.
3 years, $57 million.
Yeah, they resigned. They extended both of those players, so they get one of their
Offensive
offensive
linemen
linemen back.
are
They get-
banking, dude. Those offensive
you
linemen
get
are
$100
banking.
million for your last 2 years. I mean,
What
they
is
gave him 100
Stafford?
million
What is
reasons not to go roll the dice in Vegas.
Stafford got 100 mil?
He got
I saw it was
50.
like a restructuring. I didn't see what the numbers were.
Yeah, 50 and 50.
Damn. That's
Now I
sweet,
don't know
dude.
how that works against the cap. You know, they might be able to spread that over 4 years. But he has
Yeah.
the last 2 years of his contract. They restructured to give him 50.
Remember
and
when
50,
it
which is
seemed like
about
he-
what he would have gotten. He would have gotten a Kirk Cousins type, 140
Just helping
million
him
for
out.
4 years. Only 2 of them are going to count for 100.
Remember when it
that's
seemed like
probably
he
what
wasn't going to get
what
there?
The Raiders were going to give him anyway.
Remember when it seemed like he wasn't going to get there when he was in Detroit? It was just like, this guy, he's cursed, man. He keeps getting hurt. Never going to win. Because everybody who's one of those guys you knew, it was like, man, he's as talented as anybody in the NFL. But is it ever going to happen for him? He's had great receivers a time or two.
Yeah.
And just never got anywhere. So I was kind of, I don't like the Rams, but I was happy for him to, to get the win.
Yeah, him getting a Super Bowl would have been like Barkley getting a championship.
Yeah.
A little bit later in his career. You're like, yeah, I'm glad
Do
he
you
at least
think-
got one.
Do you think they're going to be in that kind of realm for the last couple of years? Like, do they have any chance, or is he just going to be kind of like shepherding in the next generation?
I think they could be a playoff team. I don't see the Rams making a Super Bowl run, not with the way the Eagles are right now, not with the way the Lions are right now.
Wouldn't you then, if you were him, want to go to a team that could win the Super Bowl? Like, is there a team like that needs a damn quarterback?
I mean, do you think he was thinking, I'm going to go to the Raiders and have a better chance to win than here?
No, but I mean, who else needs a quarterback? Is there any team that would really, like? I'm trying to think. Not really.
Pittsburgh. Right? Pittsburgh. I don't know why Aaron Rodgers doesn't go to Pittsburgh. That seems like the perfect match.
Do they want him? Like, I don't. He looked terrible last year.
I would not want him.
Look up his stats. Look up his stats.
I mean, how he's as educated about these things ever, and he says the guy lost his fastball. Like, he can't.
Maybe.
Well, I mean, he.
Dude, he's also he's Jordan on the Wizards.
QBR is 48, dude.
What?
QBR was 48. His numbers look okay, 28 and 11. But, I mean, against Buffalo, they lost. They got destroyed versus Buffalo. He was terrible. 1.1 QBR.
He's Jordan on the Wizards on the last year. You want to give that $50 million? I'd rather have Shedeur Sanders.
Oh, this is the
Aaron
Giants
Rodgers.
are talking about him. Wow. Can you imagine if he went from the Jets to the Giants?
Now, that would be an Aaron Rodgers move, to go from the Jets to the Giants with both middle fingers out, not have to move.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't have to really change your address. And then you get Neighbors as a receiver.
This is from ESPN. It says
petty like that. He does seem petty like that.
After striking out in talks with Matthew Stafford, the New York Giants are including Aaron Rodgers in their search for a veteran quarterback. Sources say Rodgers is said to be a free agent, obviously. Sam Darnold is also expected to be among the options. A source said they signed Drew Lock to be a backup on a 1-year, $5 million deal. Russell Wilson is also considered New York among his options at the start of the season. The Giants, meanwhile, currently on track to have exclusive rights on free agent Tommy DeVito. Which did you guys see anything in DeVito? Do you like him? I didn't watch the Giants play much, honestly.
Dude, Howie loves him.
Yeah. But is it that New York?
So does Renazizi. Both of Renazizi's boys got DeVito jerseys, I think, for Christmas last year.
Really? That's funny.
I mean, he's a perfect thing for that with all this touchdown stuff and all of his free agent. I mean, his agent looks like something like a DC bad guy, like a Marvel Comics,
He
looks like a professional wrestling manager, but they only
Yeah.
manage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, Sam?
Tommy DeVito's agent does? I would look him up. Hold on. Oh, I see. Oh, this is great. Who is this dude?
Yeah, he looks like a guy that would hit you in the back of with a cane, when the ref wasn't looking.
Well, hold on. I'll share this just a second. This guy's a character, huh?
Oh, dude, and he's always on the sidelines with all his jewelry on. Oh yeah, this is the guy's everything. Yeah, I can't believe you didn't know about this guy, John.
He looks like the gay son of an Italian mobster, right? Just
He
kind of
looks like he cries when he hears Sinatra music.
doing his own thing. Yeah, he does, doesn't he, Jayson? That's so fun.
I'm telling you,
So
this guy's
crazy.
Look at this.
He's hard not to read.
See, this is to me why one of the reasons, not the reason, one of the reasons that Sebastian Maniscalco blew up, because people want an Italian celebrity so badly. Look at this guy.
Yeah, they're called Italians. Those are the people that want an Italian.
Yeah, but America loves Italians. Everybody wants to be Italian. Blacks, Jews, everybody wants to be Italian.
They're cool. They're cool.
They are cool.
They dress cool. They're good looking. They're
the streets, are they talking at all, Thibault, about maybe the Raiders going to number 1? Any chance?
Where are you at? 5, something like that?
6.
6. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what could cost you, like a Crosby or some big player like that, or a heck of a lot of ones. I wouldn't want to go to. I mean, unless you are just all in on your guy Cam or whoever, you could sit right there, not waste all of your capital for the future, get a great player that maybe isn't a quarterback, get a stopgap quarterback for 1 year, and then go get your guy next year. It's a big, we've seen so many teams.
The Raiders have to be like, dude, we got to do something in this market. We've been here 3 years and none of it's been good. They got to get something going. They got to start capturing Vegas.
Yeah.
Have they not? Because every time I'm there, I see jerseys everywhere. People seem to love that.
I think they do, but it's like always an away game for the Raiders because all these fucking people fly in for it because the Vegas residents aren't buying the tickets.
Wait till they have a baseball team. Wait till they have a baseball team.
Oh, yeah. So many games.
Be an away game. They're going to have, 70 or 60 away games? The Athletics or whatever they're going to be called. I promise you. That's Vegas. I mean, it's the population of Vegas is however many blackjack dealers and strippers are in Vegas. That's who lives in Vegas. The other, 1 million people are there for 5 days. There you go.
God bless it. God bless it.
Well, I don't know if they can say that on this thing.
No, we can't, but we can at least bring up the comment.
Sure, that's fine. We can do that.
I gotta go fetch that.
If it was me, Sam, I go. We have more than just a quarterback need.
That's good.
I'll take that.
I'll take it, dude. There's way worse things to be called.
Absolutely.
I am the one who knocks. So if it was me, I would sit there at 6, pick up enough capital. Hey man, what if you trade down to? What if the guy you're not? Both quarterbacks are gone that you would think about right there at 6. Well, now you can trade down to 8.
Yeah.
Pick up,
and if you miss, dude, you trade up and miss, you're the Panthers
and get some awesome. I mean, you guys need receiver. You guys need. I mean, you have a lot of needs.
Yeah, they're not
to
good.
sort of mortgage everything just for one quarterback that you're just not. To your point, there's not A+ super duper lock it in the bank home run quarterback in this draft.
I'm sorry, I think Cam Ward is fucking fire.
He really likes Cam Ward.
I just think I love him. I think he's great. I've watched his games. I've seen the numbers he put up. I think it gets in this thing we've talked about on the show before. Where who Scott Van Pelt said this. When the experts pick a person, right? And they're like, this guy is a no-brainer, surefire fucking prospect. That guy could do no wrong. And then when a guy comes out of nowhere that they never saw or they dismiss and he starts doing well, they're like, they nitpick everything. Everything Cam Ward did, at every level he was at, he annihilated it. He put up huge numbers. Yeah. He went to Miami, dude, and had to bail out that defense every fucking game, putting up 45 points a game in the ACC. The guy is the #1 passing quarterback of all time in the NCAAs, dude. I'm sorry, dude. I think he's fire, bro. I mean, everything I've heard about him is like, oh, he gets a little loosey goosey. That's their biggest thing. Like, Patrick Mahomes doesn't do that, or Brett Favre didn't do that. This kid, I think,
Look, dude, he's never thrown more than 7 interceptions. Like I'm just looking at his stats here. Okay, so his first year, 24-4, 47-10. That's the one year where he had double digit. I meant to say double digit interceptions, but 47 touchdowns to go against it. 23-9, and then his last 2 years, 25-7, and then last year, of course, with all the, it helps to be playing from behind too. 39-7, 39 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. I mean, that's as good as anybody. Shit. I like it.
Can we take a moment and talk about Casper? How our fans have been with us forever, and we're all growing old together. Like Casper's been with us for what, 12 years? How long has this show been going?
Longer than I've been here.
That long. I mean, we knew him when he was fat and drunk. Now he's built and sober. You know what I mean? We watch him transform. We watch him bang 2 sisters. I mean, have relations with 2 very consenting adults. So, I mean,
who happen to be related.
That happen to be related. Not to him.
I love Logan Gordon's like, I missed the show. It's literally going on right now. What are you talking about? You missed the show. It's going on.
Man, every couple, we do a couple a month. It's really never gone anywhere. I think people are just used to watching us live, Sam, and getting kicked off of.
Well, I like Cam Ward. I think if he goes to the right place, he could be
All right,
is Vegas the right place, by the way?
You don't even have to say a name, Sam. Don't say a name. But just quarterbacks off the board. You're sitting at 6. Both your guys are gone. What position would you be like? I'm glad we at least got that position taken care of.
Well, I'm always O-line. If you can get a top shelf O-lineman, I like that kid. Where's the kid? It's not Penn State. Where's the number 1 guy from that everyone's talking about?
There's a couple.
There's Texas one that's State. Like number 1.
Guard or a tackle?
Probably
a tackle.
Too early for a guard. There's Ohio State
him if he's on the board. And then they say that wide receiver from Arizona's fire.
T-Mac. I've seen him go to you guys.
They got Will Campbell from LSU as the first offensive
lineman.
Yeah,
that's him. That's him.
They have him going in this mock. Yeah, he's the first offensive lineman.
Get a lineman. I don't care.
Then they have Josh Simmons after that. That's the Ohio State kid. Then Kelvin Banks. Then Kenneth. No, sorry, he's a defensive lineman. So it's those 3 guys, and then you got a big drop here to 25 for the Missouri kid, Membu.
Am I in the top 100?
I don't want to scroll down that far, Jason. I don't have that kind of time.
I'm probably not going to get drafted again. God.
So that's like 4 or 5 tackles coming in the first one.
I think you should, though. You should throw another press conference.
The last one didn't do anything. The last one just got me.
You should throw another press conference.
Just you talking to the wall.
You're entering the draft. You should do it right now.
The last time I did one, I just got registered.
Break some news here. Are you going to enter the draft, Jayson Thibault?
You know that wasn't a microphone, right, Jason?
I'm forgoing my 48th senior season, and I'm going to take my services to the NFL at any position. By the way, do you think this whole thing about Justin Tucker would be because he is probably the greatest kicker in the history of the NFL, statistically.
Yes, he is.
And he's been around for a long time. If he was at any other position in the NFL, Josh Allen. Josh Allen has 17 women coming at him with all these accusations at these health spas of him, giving them different requests and whatnot. I'm trying to walk the tightrope here. Very hard for me. Or let's say, okay, so he's the greatest kicker, so no one cares. It's just a kicker who gives a dang. Let's say he's the greatest forward or Wembanyama. If this was Wembanyama, the face of the NBA. You think a bunch of people come at Wembanyama and they're saying, hey, this guy makes us get on a ladder and feed the giraffe, as they say. Are we talking about it every single day? Is it just because he's a kicker?
Well, I think that the Watson thing set the precedence, and there's a bunch of people that think they got money, they can get money.
So you think this is that? You think people
100%,
really
dude? It's like 13 years ago. Like, it's so ridiculously stupid.
That is.
It's so dumb.
No.
And it's just like these guys. It's like once you find a masseuse that gives a proper hand job, stick with them. Stop trying to mix it up.
Oh, you know how that is.
And tip better.
A tip better, dude. If you're paying for happy endings, you got to tip well.
You tip well. I mean, it's just that easy.
You can't buy loyalty, though. We've learned that over the years. These ladies.
So and it's also that these lawyers are ambulance chasers, and they'll bring anything to trial if they think there's a chance they could get it. Yeah, a chance.
We got to get a new term for them, because now that this keeps happening, they're not. Let's call them these lawyers. They're just a bunch of hand job hawks. You know what I mean? Just looking for the beat off police. That's who they are. They're the beat off.
Yeah, the beat off police. Yeah.
Stay in your lane, officer. No fun. Yeah, bunch of hand job hawks. I hear you on that. So let's say that the truth comes out and he is guilty. I'm not saying that he is, but they find him guilty. Do you think this picks up steam and everybody goes nuts? Or you think they go, just let him kick?
There's nothing sexy about taking out a kicker.
Yeah, that's my point. That's my point. I think if he was at a different position, if this was a linebacker, it would be a whole different thing. I mean, we saw it happen to a quarterback. It's all people talked about. Yeah. Traded out of town to a terrible team. Same amount of people. Maybe had a few more people, but
he's an idiot. Watson's an idiot.
He's
if you know that the team knows you're doing this and they're helping you cover it, and then you force your way out, you're just an idiot. Once you once you get in bed with them for this, you're there until they don't want you anymore.
That's why I wish that Roger Goodell or any other commissioner of the major sports had this same swagger that Dana White does. Dana White's the best at it. Something happens, somebody makes an anti-Semitic post or something, and at the press conference, Dana White's like, "This guy is a fucking idiot." I mean, he's the dumbest guy that, you know what I mean? Can you imagine Roger Goodell going up after Antonio Brown has some sort of shootout at a strip club or something? You know, Walter's looking at every angle and we're just trying to not convince. Dana White would be like, are you surprised by this? He's constantly on TMZ. The guy's a bonehead. I wish every commissioner could speak as freely as Dana White does.
Can we talk about Steve Smith for a sec? Did you guys see?
Real quick before we get into that. Sorry. One more thing. So I don't know if you've been following the Joey Taylor stuff, but it looks like she's been kind of at minimal sidelined because of this giant sex scandal where she just basically hooked up with all of her bosses to get her job. And like, dude, I mean, she's so hot, but you just can't.
Who is this? I'm sorry.
And she's okay. She's not like so hot.
I think she's hot.
Oh, okay. You'll get it. You'll get why he likes her.
Why do you say that, Johnny? You'll get why he likes her.
You're like a thick lady.
That sounds like racial overtones.
No. I mean, she's wide. Is what I'm trying to say.
Is she a reporter, Sam?
She is Jayson Taylor's sister, and she's a talking head on sports. She came up through Fox Sports. She was on Colin Cowherd's show, and then he kind of got rid of her. And I'm like, he sees the writing on the wall. Well, turns out that she was just slinging it, trying to get to the big desk, which is on these bigger shows. But here's the thing: once you set the precedence of that, you don't want any of this in the workplace. You can't have a double standard. Yeah, I'm sure nobody's complaining that she's slinging it over there. Okay, but you can't have it both ways. It's either
other women, but that's it.
Yeah.
So now this lawsuit that this woman brought up, and by the way, this woman is trying to convince everybody that Skip Bayless offered $1 million to hook up. You're like,
oh, I heard this.
No, yeah, no. I'm sorry.
You're like, I believe half of that story. I believe he said something, but I don't believe Skip Bayless has $1 million.
Maybe some hot wings.
Oh,
from
I don't
Buffalo
know, bro.
Wild Wings.
I'm sure he does.
Skip Bayless is. I mean, I think Skip Bayless is probably mega rich. I mean, that guy's
but
been
dude,
milking
nobody's
Yeah,
worth $1 million to hook up with. Nobody. There's nobody on planet Earth.
Well,
it depends on how much money you have. There are a lot of things that are worth $1 million.
I don't care if you have $1 billion. There's
No.
nobody on planet Earth where you're like, okay, here's $1 million sling.
Sure, definitely there is.
There's not.
Yeah.
If you're a billionaire, dude, if you're like Elon, dude, that's like chump change, bro. You throw $1 million in
didn't even
anybody.
know it was gone.
There's nobody throwing $1 million for ass. It's just not worth it.
Did you not?
There's 8 billion people on the planet. Half of them have ass. Okay,
Actually,
like, what
4
about
billion
Prime-
people.
Prime
You're not
Pam
gonna spend $1
Anderson?
million on ass. You can
about-
find
What
the
about Pam
Tino
Anderson
version.
right after the tape dropped?
what?
if we can raise $1 million, I will donate
No,
all of it to
dude.
one woman for one date. No sex or anything.
Such a feminist, Jason.
Hey, thank you.
I appreciate that.
There's no way, dude.
I
No
literally-
way. There's no way.
There's
So yeah, she's been sidelined now, and all these comments she's made have just come back, and it's just like, yeah, dude, you created this.
What kind of comments? I haven't followed. You seem to follow this much more closely than I have. What kind of comments? What was she saying? Like,
She was talking about how, if the right guy comes along, all of your standards get thrown. If the right rich man comes along, all of the standards get thrown out. They just get thrown out,
I mean, that's not true.
Obviously.
I mean, we see it all the time. It's life. Can we talk about Steve Smith now? I sent this guy to you guys last week. This is kind of, I mean, it's terrible. It's insane.
And now can I preface this real quick? This is Johnny. Tell me if I'm wrong. Your all-time favorite Carolina.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All-time
Football
favorite
player?
what?
Football player.
His favorite football team. This is his favorite player of all time.
Steve Smith.
Steve
I love
Smith,
him.
your favorite Panther. You're wearing.
I
a Panther
love
hat.
him, dude.
Yeah, this is
You know what's
terrible.
so funny is you're like, oh man, he's got little man syndrome. You're like, dude, he's a big guy.
Yeah, but he's 5'9". I mean,
Yeah, but he's still like 5'9" isn't like the shortest.
Yeah, if you're 5'9", 195, you're a pretty thick dude.
You're totally jacked up about it.
well, I don't know if he played at 195. He was 185 listed with the Ravens when he was heavier. So I don't think he was ever.
All right,
much more
195 in heels. Let's not argue over shoes here, baby. So
Let's go.
he is hooking up with who now?
Okay, so it's just some guy drops a video on Twitter, which we'll play here, of him on the phone with Steve Smith, asking him why he cheated with this guy's wife. And I'll just play
So
the video
basically,
really
this
quick.
is an episode of Cheaters.
He also shares the text, which we can't read because we're on YouTube, but I will show them so you guys can see them. It's to his wife. The guy found the phone probably. His wife is hot, by the way, mega hot. And Steve Smith cannot resist. His kryptonite is white chicks. Always has been.
Me too.
He just can't resist a white
Whose
chick.
is it? Whose is it?
So here's the let's see. Hold on,
Hey, yo, Steve.
why isn't this playing?
It's playing.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
actually,
you've been
it's
fucking my
called-
wife, bro. What you gotta say for yourself?
I'm sorry.
You're sorry?
Oh,
I knew she was married. You're not a fucking idiot, man. You're fucking Steve Smith Sr.
When he first posted this too, it had Steve Smith's phone number. Like he didn't, obviously he doesn't care. And
of course.
I mean, he had to change that.
Johnny, did you take and call him up?
No.
Johnny, did you hit him up say you can fuck my girlfriend?
I did send him a dick pic, but he did not reply, unfortunately.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean, yeah, that's some salacious text right there. So
What
how
kind of
did
dumb
she
shit was
know-
that?
How did she meet him? Or so he must have thought this chick was calling him.
Why are you
Because it's her
quiet, man?
phone.
Be a fucking man.
It just goes on like that. Steve Smith doesn't reply again, but he does listen to it and take it. You can tell. I mean, he wouldn't say he was sorry if he didn't feel bad about it. He's just another guy.
Those
taken
text
down by his
messages
dick.
doesn't sound like he felt bad about it.
No, he sure
Text
didn't.
messages sound
Yeah,
like
he's telling her he wants to shoot up the club.
he
Yeah.
wanted to shoot up the club.
He just wants
Hey,
to shoot up the club. Steve Smith, I shoot up the club.
This sounds like a case for the hand job hawk, if you ask me.
Yeah, for sure. Where is the hand job? So it's not Stephen A. Smith. It's Stephen Smith, the wide receiver.
Steve Smith.
Yes.
Yeah. What did
Steve
you think?
Smith. Genius.
No, because they keep writing Stephen Smith in the thing. It's Steve Smith.
Yeah, because they're trying to make you click on it.
Shut up, dude.
So these are I guess he sent this picture to the chick.
Oh my
Look,
god.
And this guy has been using this picture everywhere. This weird picture of Steve Smith looking like a fathead.
Looks like
Now,
Gary.
is Steve Smith married?
Yes. Yeah. As far as I know, maybe he got divorced. I don't know. But yeah, I thought he was married.
That's his profile pic. He looks like Gary Coleman.
No, it's not his profile pic. Yeah, he is married to a white
What
chick.
you talk
obviously.
about, hand job hawk?
Isn't that I was so sad about that because I mean, it's not gonna. I still love Steve Smith. And does it surprise me that a pro
Are
athlete
you gonna marry him?
He would.
can't do it in North Carolina? He lives in
Johnny,
North
would
Carolina.
you let him shoot up
You
the
can't
club?
get gay married in North Carolina?
I don't know. I made that up.
Johnny.
Haven't done a lot of research in the laws of gay
Johnny,
marriage.
look it up. Can you get gay married to Steve Smith in North Carolina? Look it up.
Johnny, would you
I'm
let him
typing
it
as
up.
fast as I can. I'm typing so fast. Yes, same-sex couples can get married in North Carolina. In
Oh,
2014, a
Johnny.
federal court ruled that North Carolina's
Johnny,
ban
yeah,
was
yeah,
unconstitutional. He's
Johnny,
already
we-
married. That's why we
Dude,
can't get married.
listen,
Double
somebody's asking for the bag of bets to come back, and we can't do it until Ari and Thibault pay off their bets. We can't.
I gotta
do
go
it.
get it too. It's in the valley.
Will-
Aaron found it. Gotta go get it.
Johnny, would you let Steve Smith shoot up the garage?
The garage. I'd have to rearrange some stuff in the garage, but yeah, I could. I have to
Yeah,
move
we're
some
gonna have
boxes.
to clear out some room, Johnny.
Johnny, would you let him make love to your fake girlfriend? Honestly,
No, I can't even think of.
listen, if
Oh.
he would be like, you and I could be best friends.
Oh
You
no!
can call me
no, no.
anytime.
I mean, I can
We
play
go
along with
hang out
this,
at
but no, of course
Carolina games. All I need to
Yeah.
do is get that white ass.
no.
What about
let
this?
him-
Make it Sam. Make it easier for her. Steve Smith is just in the room, and I'm the one cracking my eggs.
No, but dude, I mean, if this was your girl and you were, I mean, you would. What would you do? I mean, you don't kill the guy, obviously,
It's
You
a
but
don't
wrap.
even know what hit her, dude.
It's a
Her?
wrap.
you're mad at her, huh?
I'm mad at dude. I'm mad at him,
I'm
but
mad at
dude,
both
the
of them,
notion that
obviously.
he's the bad guy and she's the good guy.
No, it's both of them. It's both of them. Because he claimed, the guy
God.
says he knew she was married.
God, she'd be out the fucking door.
Oh,
And look,
instantly. Yeah.
It's
yeah,
not too hard.
I
If you're
would,
that
dude.
girl.
I would take all of that money. I would take all the money in the bank, buy Bitcoin with it, put it on a cold wallet, bury it, so they can never find it, ever. And you'd be like, "Sue me, good, sue me. I have no money, and you don't have any money, bitch." Booba!
Anyway, I thought that was terrible. I mean, that was just such a bummer as a huge Steve Smith fan. But I
Well,
still
here's
love
the thing for him. Whatever. I mean, I'm not saying they're both wrong because they're both married, but it ain't too hard to find out if he's married. If you're her, if you're him, she might be like, "Oh, I'm going through a divorce, whatever." I mean, he's as Googleable as you could possibly be.
Yes.
You Google him right now, you can find out somebody put a picture of wherever he had lunch yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
He
It's
hasn't
not too
posted
hard
to
to
his
crack
YouTube
that
in a
case.
few days
They
either.
both knew what they were doing, and I'm gonna make the husband punch drunk player of the week. I like the play.
Oh, wow.
I like the play, guys.
Wow.
Way to go. Dave.
Congratulations to that guy.
Punch drunk player
Strong
of the
move
week.
by Jayson Thibault. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was gonna give
Real
it-
quick. We got UFC coming up, and we got some NBA talk. What do you guys want to do?
Let's go NBA because I got a quick NBA take, and then I want to hear your thoughts on Lakers Clippers tonight. But my quick take is this Luka thing. Sam and I were texting about this earlier in the week. All you're really getting is that the guy, now he wins. He doesn't take off as much time as homeboy for the Clippers. There's a lot of play. I mean, it's not Ben Simmons we're talking about with Luka. But all you hear, the guy likes cigarettes. The guy likes to hookah every now and then. The guy likes to drink beer when he's not playing basketball.
Yeah, so did Larry Bird.
That's just, I mean, come on. He likes donuts. Who doesn't? He likes tacos. You know, you got Ja Morant going into like high schools with guns concealed. And they keep giving him more breaks left and right and talking about.
What would you rather your star be fat or packing? I'd rather him be packing.
As long as
he wasn't winning. That's the problem, and he gets injured a lot. But this is a classic. This is a classic Laker R trade that we talk about all the time. There's no good version of this that makes sense. The only thing that makes sense is one of two things. The NBA forced them to do it because the ratings are down and they need the Lakers to be good, or that they want to tank this team so badly so they can move it, move it to Vegas, which is insanity for me. So neither of these are good. The Mavs.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Lakers. I was going to say they would never.
No, they will do. No, but it's even. I mean, I'm sorry, the Mavs aren't the Lakers, obviously, and Dallas isn't the market that the Lakers are. But Dallas is a great market, and the notion of moving the Mavs to Vegas is absolutely insanity. But this is what happens when you get cutthroat retard billionaires who got their money from their dead husband and just think they can do whatever they want because they hadn't actually had to earn $1 in their life. You can tank this team. And it's so sad, dude. It's so sad. I mean, this trade makes no sense at all, okay? And the reason it doesn't make sense is because if you really want to get rid of them, why wouldn't you let the league know and get the greatest offers of all time?
That's the part that makes zero sense. That's the part that's indefensible, that they didn't shop him. Can you think of a reason, Jayson, for them not shopping him? Like to try to get behind the scenes to get the bet, even calling a few teams. They told nobody that he was available for trade. Were they worried about people looking into him, do you think, and finding out that he's been drinking and getting overweight? You can see he's fat. He hasn't played.
No, I think
there are two superstars in the entire league that you probably couldn't get for Luka, and that's the Joker and SGA. And SGA, there's a conversation about should we do this, but I don't think you would trade him because I think SGA is on his guess who traded him? The Clippers. These fucking motherfuckers.
Wemby.
Hey, dude, we had the draft.
Wemby's out though, dog.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying in the whole scope of things.
The Hornets drafted him, remember, and then traded him right away. I feel even worse about that.
Who?
SGA.
Oh yeah. So I mean, you could get anybody on there. Maybe Anthony Edwards, but I still think there's a conversation if you want to have it because he's more of a playmaker than Anthony Edwards. So you didn't do any of that. You didn't do anything to better your team.
Would you trade Joker for him? You think just because?
No, I think Joker's one of the guys you couldn't trade for.
What about Giannis?
I think you could have made an argument for Giannis too because they think he might be out the door.
Jayson Tatum.
Yeah, I think you could do one for Tatum too.
Yeah, Tatum, I would say.
And then, like, once you get past Donovan Mitchell,
Tatum wasn't even the MVP of the finals.
What about? Did you say Wemby? You wouldn't trade Wemby for?
No.
Wemby's 19, but he got a blood clot right now, so there's already that issue, which probably comes.
Yeah, but that wasn't
Wemby. You know what I'm talking about? You know?
I do.
Okay. So, I mean, even Wemby might be tradable. I mean, like Luka, if Luka could get right, he's an all-time bet. He's like he's a Magic Johnson. He's the passing and the defensive Magic Johnson.
He rebounds too.
And he's Larry Bird too. He's cutthroat, shit-talking, three-point shooter. So
he just can't play defense.
Yeah, just like Magic Johnson wasn't good at defense either. But you just can't just trade these guys like that. And that's what they did. And there's no good answers to that trade. None.
No. No. What's going on with your rat situation? Casper wants to know.
Dana says I can't talk about it.
What rat situation?
Why?
Dana says I can't talk about it.
Well, just tell me what it means to have.
We got rats
at the new house.
At the new house, yeah. The new house is a year. We've been there like a year and a half now. Can you believe that?
That's crazy.
Really? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
What did you do? Airbnb it out, and then they just won't leave.
Yeah. I knew this guy from school. This rat. We went to school together. He was a good guy. Now I won't fucking leave.
I got you.
Yeah, I want to move to Texas, so I do. I want to. That's a goal of mine.
In what kind of time frame do you see yourself? What are you talking about? Austin or just anywhere in Texas?
I want to be outside of Austin.
Mm-hmm.
That's a goal of mine.
Well, you currently are.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Now, Jason.
Well played, Jayson Thibault. I name you player of the week. Look at that, Jayson
Very nice.
Thibault. I don't care what you say, dude. Jayson Thibault, fast as a fast.
Big time.
How many games we got left, Sam? We've got Lakers, Clippers tonight. It's a Laker home game.
I mean, dude. You got Luka. I mean, dude. This is the first time in LeBron James's entire career where he's on a team where there's probably a better player just because of age, you know. And there's a question: if Luka's not fat and LeBron James is young, is it much worse? I mean, he plays better defense, LeBron, at that age, but Luka is an assassin, dude. And I'm sorry, LeBron James has never been that guy that wants the ball at the end. He's just not. You remember he went through that thing where he wouldn't take the final shot and everyone's giving him shit? Well, Luka is that guy. Luka is the guy that can shoot the ball. And
somebody had one of those like meme videos or whatever, an Instagram video. And you know, in what's the Will Ferrell basketball movie about the ABA? Can't think of the name of it.
Oh yeah, I know.
Oh hell.
Can I be honest with you? I hate Will Ferrell. He's made me hate him. He's such
semi-pro.
He's just
like
everywhere all the time playing the
LeBron
same
James. It said LeBron James in the playoffs, and it was that one scene where he was like had him post up. He's like, "All right, here we done now. All right, back out."
Oh, Luka, yeah, they're just passing it back
out.
Back and forth.
LeBron James in the clutch in the playoffs.
No, LeBron James and Luka, they just kept
back out. Set a pick. I'm open again. All right, back to you. Set it back up.
Oh my God, the comment sections are just uncalled for. So we'll see how it goes. I think you're going to see some big trades coming up in the summer. Kevin Durant. They're actually talking about moving Ja Morant, which is crazy. I mean, dude, the league likes to act like that guy isn't even in the league.
Yeah.
Ja Morant. Like he should be in discussion like Luka at this point. He's that good. He does have that body that's going to break down because he's going so fast all the time. He's a small guy.
He's got Derrick Rose all over him, if you ask me.
But dude, I mean, like that guy's
jumpers.
A killer. If you could get him, they're talking about Houston getting him. Imagine Houston getting Ja Morant. They'll be unstoppable. Oh, did you guys hear the craziest story that they? So I was listening to I was listening to NBA radio. That's how crazy I am. I listen to NBA radio. And
does this shock anybody listening to this right now? That Sam listens to NBA radio.
A former owner of the Houston, minority owner, came in, and he was talking about how the Houston Rockets had a deal in place that was going to send. Okay, Houston was going to send to the Trailblazers Ralph Sampson and their pick. And in exchange, Portland was going to send Clive,
Drexler.
What's his name? Clyde Drexler and the number 2 pick number 2 pick to Houston, which they were going to use on Michael Jordan. So they would have had Clyde Drexler, Michael Jordan, and Hakeem Olajuwon.
Sheesh.
Crazy.
Well, I'm glad
how many championships would they win? All of them?
I mean, he got 6 without those 2.
would have been nuts, dude. I forget what caused it. I forget what team got cold feet, but that's what they were going to do, dude. That would have been nuts. Thibault, how's your golf game going? People asking.
I haven't played much. The weather's been bad. I'm playing next week though. It's supposed to be nice. I tried to play the other day, but it was just too rainy. But we're getting there. It's in the fucking 50-degree zone. So I'll be playing next week. I played at one of those indoor simulator places. But I mean, it's just like bowling with golf clubs or whatever.
So real quick, UFC fights Elk Pereira this week fighting a guy. It's very crazy to me how there's no buzz on this UFC fight. And this is probably the most dangerous guy Alex Pereira's been fighting. If you go to, let's go.
I'm pulling it up. Yeah, just give me a second.
It's so crazy how dangerous this fight is for him. Because
this is in Vegas?
I don't know where it is. That's a great question.
Well,
Chama. Great
Wait,
question. Jim, you
Yeah,
really are player of the day, man.
Wait, is that this weekend? The Pereira fight?
Yeah. I thought it was, it's the next weekend?
Hold on.
Oh, yeah, it is next weekend.
It's next weekend, yeah.
But still, nobody's talking about this fight. It's crazy to me.
All right, here, I'll pull up the.
Yeah,
because God knows when we'll record again.
So this is next week. This is the 8th.
All right, there we go. Yeah, this is it's the 8th. It's in Vegas at T-Mobile.
Nobody's talking about this fight.
See, I'm telling you, you get those guys with the beards and no mustache.
Yeah, you get those Amish Muslims, dude. They don't.
Last names have a bunch of V's in it.
Dude, I mean, Vegas had, look at the odds. If you go to UFC.com and look at the odds, it's pretty close, dude. It's crazy.
You see the odds here, right? Are you talking about this?
Yeah. Look at that. It's pretty crazy. Like
That's
that.
almost a coin toss.
The question is he going to take him down and just fucking grind him like a lover?
Yeah, that's what they do.
Jeez.
That's just what those bearded bastards do. They get
$1 million for that.
Is he gonna shoot up the club, bro? That's the question.
You look at the weather report.
Shoot up the club.
Look at that weather report, and it says it's going to be raining elbows. You know, it's going to be a bad night.
Yep.
Scroll down there, Johnny.
All right.
Fight's pretty good.
Got some lesbian action
pretty
here.
Good line. Yeah, the lesbians are going at it. Lesbian fight, and then King Green. Oh, they don't even have the odds there. Oh, because that means it's even. Poor Curtis Blades. Now he's on the undercard.
Yeah, boy.
Doesn't the Japanese guy look like he's like, I'm sad.
He looks like somebody that cuts
he's
hair
emo.
good.
I don't want to be here.
He looks like he cuts hair good.
Yeah,
he does look like I'd rather be cutting hair.
Yeah, it looks like that image was off of his billboard on Sunset. You know, for
If you want luxurious Asian hair, come to Kwai Pond.
He looks like he's no stranger to the hand job hawk.
Oh,
hey, pronounce that name, Sam. Give us a shot at that.
Which one?
What? Ray Tuzuriyaha.
Okay. I feel like that's probably pretty close, honestly.
How would you say it?
I know. I think it is close. I think what you said is close.
Suruya.
Ray Tahushaha.
That would be my second go at it.
Hooah.
Alex Morano. Have no questions
Alex
about
Morano is like, gives me hope that like, if you really want to believe in yourself and being a fighter, he looks like a guy that you could hang out with, like your boy who just like.
Not to mention, I mean, how his nickname isn't the moron.
Click on him.
Alex, the moron, Morano.
Right?
His nickname is the Great White. The Great White.
The Great White. Let's go, bro. Whites are back. Congratulations, Thibault.
You can't be
the
a
Whites are back.
You can't.
That's the kind of nickname you have when you hang out with black people.
Great White.
Yeah, right. The Great White. Look at that guy.
Alex, White Power Morano.
Let's go, White Power.
Like,
Come on.
I just can't sell any of my merch.
People are asking for parlays. I just can't. I can't go that hard in the paint right now. I got to do
Ozzy Diaz kind of looks like XG if he just kind of let it go for a little while, doesn't he? Look at that.
Yeah,
it does.
That's where eventually XG's going. That's where he's going.
He looks like if he lost a bet that's like if XG fell asleep at a party and everybody shaved his head while he was asleep.
Yeah.
That looks like if I got XG pregnant, that's what our kid would look like. Half Armenian, half Mexican.
Yeah. Except for all that hair on his chest would be on his back.
Ah, ba, 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 ba,
Got him.
ba, ba,
Got him.
ba, 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 ba. Guys, another punch drunk. We're trying to do these more and more.
I feel good about
know,
this.
I felt good.
Let me
Guys
plug
had a
couple
great
dates
show.
real quick. Sammy, hang on.
Rest in
Hey,
peace,
guys.
Gene Hackman. Goodbye
Rest
to
in
Gene Hackman.
peace, Gene.
Greatest,
What do you
greatest
think
sports
happened?
movie of all
Weird
time,
out.
possibly?
You know,
Yeah, very
it
weird.
really sounds like, on paper, like carbon monoxide poisoning or something. Because
I
him
think
and her
that's what it is.
and the dog, the one dead dog, is the one weird one, because suicide.
What if the other dog killed them all?
Well, that's what I was thinking, because that's the first person I'd be interviewing.
I
Isn't
would
that a
be
drag, though?
interviewing the
Did you
dog.
make it to 95 and I would assume relatively decent health, and then you get taken out by carbon monoxide
By the
poisoning?
way, Johnny, there's no such thing as 95 and relatively great health.
No, I mean relative
95.
means for 95, Sam. That's what the word means, relative. It means for the context that you're in.
No,
so
it
for a
means there's
95-year-old.
no good. Okay.
No.
All right, guys, I gotta go. Fuck you, Johnny. Fuck you, man.
Bye, everybody. Say the words, Jason.
Okay, here's the words. Here's what gigs I want to plug. Then I'm gonna say it. Next Friday night, March 7th, Sam Tripoli, Jayson, Thibault, Four-Way in Indiana at Cap City Comedy Club, I believe is what it's called. But go to Sam Tripoli's bullshit and get your shit for that. March 22nd, I'm at the Drop South Bend, 10 p.m. show Saturday night, and that is with me and Luis J. Gomez. And then here's a crazy one, guys.
Does he know yet? Does he know
He
yet?
doesn't
Are
know
you
yet,
still
but
not telling him?
No, I got a good idea though. My buddy Billy gave me this good idea, which is I'm gonna go out to like late lunch, early dinner with them the night of the show, and be like, dude, I wish I could come to your show, but I already got a spot doing a guest spot for this other guy. He's just a fucking idiot. This guy's just the stupidest, dumbest fucking comic you'll ever want to see, and just really lay it into him. And then it turns out to be him that I'm featuring for. He doesn't know it. So I'm not telling him I'm doing a guest spot, and then I'm just gonna rip into him when we're. So that's 22nd, and then March 28th, Comedy Bar in Chicago. Why don't you do yourself a favor? Come see your boy Jayson Thibault, Comedy Bar in Chicago with Sarah Wineshank. So there's another fun one in the sun. April 18th to May 4th, I'll be in LA, so we'll do all that shit later. But everybody, suck it, including you, Johnny.
Oh, can't wait.